So go ahead and stand with your feet just underneath the hips. Stack your shoulders over top of your hips, palms in front of the chest. Breathe and stretch up nice and tall. If you know the drill, go ahead and close your eyes. Just feel your body reaching up. As you breathe in, relax the arms to the side as you exhale. And you want to use this time, breathe and reach to clear your mind. Anything that's not done yet today, just let it all go. Practice being present here for your body. One more time through. Breathe and stretch up out of the hips, out of your shoulders and spine. Relax all the way down. Fantastic. We're going to start to just kind of twist to the side and reach across the body. Hand on the hip, twist and reach. Very good. Just continue to connect to your breath here. Nice long breathing. I exhale as I twist. Inhale as I come back to center. Let's get about one more each side. Very good. From here, we're going to walk the feet in. We're going into our Jefferson curl. So stand up tall out of your hips, chin to the chest, and just think about trying to round one segment at a time. Staying engaged in your core, slight bend of the knees to support through the legs, and just work your way down until you feel some tension in the back of the legs. Pause there if you're all right with it for a nice big breath. And then when you're ready, start to tuck the hips under, start to make your way back up to the top. Engage in the glutes as you stand tall. Very good. From here, just go ahead and bring your hands to the small of your back. Again, slight bend in the knees, shift your hips forward and look up towards the ceiling or sky. Breathe. And then we're going to reverse that and go one more time through. So chin to the chest, rounding forward, saying hello to the back side of your body. Notice if you get a little bit farther this time, and then when you breathe, breathe into the back of your body. Fill the lungs with air, exhale, and then take it all the way back up to the top. Fantastic. And now we're going to go hands behind the head. If the back was bothering you at all, keep the support low. Otherwise, we'll go here, slight bend in the knees, and engage those glutes again as you open your chest, look up towards the sky. Very good, and then back to center. Fantastic. Wider base stance, arms out to the side. Now we're gonna have a long spine. So hinging as you reach towards the opposite side of the leg. So not rounding, just nice a long spine, bowing forward. Very good. And we'll get between 3 to 5 each side. All these are windmills. Just watch to not hyperextend through the legs. All right, very good. So from there, we're going to start to work into a little bit of single leg work. So let's start with your left foot forward, plant the foot nice and firm, push that big toe down as well, and then step your right foot back. You're going to bring your right arm forward to start, and you're either just going to simply just step forward, or if you feel good for it, step forward and raise that knee up. So back and up. Good. Back and up. We call it our skier step, back and up. Nice job. Anywhere between 6 and 12. Front foot nice and sturdy, nice vertical shin. Solid. Fantastic. Let's go one more. And then we'll switch sides. Plant that right foot, lift up tall, step that left foot back. Start with that left arm forward, and then here we go. Drive to the right foot, swing forward, step back. Fantastic. Chest nice and tall. Find the support in that front leg. Good. And if your left foot's coming forward, that right leg or right arm should be forward, so it's the opposites. Well done. And last one. Fantastic. All right. Let's go ahead and shake it out with some hip circles. Hands on the hips. Circle the hips around. 3 to 5 each way. Good. And reverse directions. Nice work. All right, from here, we're gonna step into a side lunge. So step out nice and wide. Tall chest, gonna reach your arms out or hang on to a chair or countertop for a counter support. And we're going into a side lunge here, back to center, and then hinge to the side. Really push that heel down on the side you're lunging towards. Shin should stay vertical and knee going right over the toes. Fantastic. Go ahead and walk that outside foot in, and you're going to cross it in front of the opposite leg, and then forward fold, core strong. Reach down for those toes, and then come on up out of it. Now we're going to uncross the feet, and we'll start to warm up our squat. So feet about hip width apart, slowly start to sink back, dropping the hips nice and low, standing tall. Very good. Between 3 and 5. Heels are planted, toes gripping down. Keep that arch activated. And then just each time, see if you can get just a little bit lower. Wake it up through the hips. Nice job. One more here. Fantastic. All right, instead of our hip circles, just kind of rock the hips side to side. And then we're going to go back and do the same thing the other direction. All right, and then we're going to reverse it. So we're going to go into our side lunge first, also known as our Cossack stretch. Tall chest, side lunging. Back to center and shift into it. Good work. Try to keep your eyes straight ahead, chest as tall as you can. There you go, Heather. Good work, Amy. And last one. Fantastic. Good, Kathy. Walk that outside leg in, and then we're going to cross it over in front of the other. Forward fold, core strong. And typically with this crossover forward fold, you'll feel a little bit more of that outer hip. Breathe there. Come up when you're ready. And then we're going to set the feet 3 to 5 more squats. Just at your own tempo, sitting back, standing tall. Nice. Great depth, Kathy. Nice work. There you go. All right, once you finish those squats, if you're good for it, go ahead and come on down to the floor. And we're gonna do the most of the work off the floor tonight. If anyone can't get on the floor that's on live, just let me know. We'll make some adjustments. We're gonna start by stretching out the forearms a little bit, warm up the wrist. So we're gonna go palms down, fingers pointing towards you. And then just gently sit back, get a nice stretch of the forearms. And you can rock yourself a bit side to side here. A lot of our world is on the keyboards these days, whether we're on our computer screens or our phone. We get more tension through the wrist. Once you've gone side to side, walk the hands in so the fingers point towards one another. Just kind of splay the fingers. And now we're going to start to circle around. So just use your torso, make nice big sweeping circles, feeling for any tense areas through the wrist. After 2 to 3, go ahead and reverse it. Take it the other way. Very good. Well done. If you're okay to sit back on your feet or however you need to, go ahead and sit back and let's shake out those wrists. A yoga block or a pillow can work well here too if it bothers your knees to kneel. And then roll them around. 3 to 5 one way, 3 to 5 the other. All right, fantastic. Once you work that, let's come back into our quadruped. So hands right underneath the shoulders. We're gonna start by walking those knees in and together and just gently rocking our hips side to side. Kind of stretching the side body here, open up through the hips, low back. Just go off feel.
All right, that concludes our warm-up. We're going to go get ready for the squat and renegade row or plank row circuit. Go ahead and come on up to your feet. You're going to see options here where you can do an elevated plank row or a squat to a chair. I'll be demonstrating both options.
All right. We're going to go in 10 seconds, first set. And remember, there's no assigned rest between exercises, so just transition when you're ready. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Either full squats or back to the chair. Oops, make sure you know where it is behind you. Here, and stand or march. Just gonna do a little combo here the first round so you can choose what's best for you. Good, the march or the unassisted squat would be somewhere like this, chest tall. We're coming up on our first 30 seconds. There's 30, 15 to go if you're doing the full 45. Good breathing. 2, 1, and rotate. Go into either the Renegade row or the plank row. Right to it whenever you're ready. Elbows come high above the torso. Staying strong in the midsection. Good. There you go, Shirley. Yep. In the hand that I'm supporting on, wide handprint. So splay the fingers as wide as you can. So you can really have a good base of support. And then lifting up through those shoulders. Nice, Kathy. Good positioning. Good. 10 seconds left. And then we'll have 30 seconds to rest. Good work, Laura. 2, 1, and we're resting. Nice job, everybody. That's set 1. We'll do a total of 4. Awesome. Feel free to do every other round if that feels best for you, or join us for all 4. We're going in 10 seconds. Set 2. We'll be back with either the squats or the march. 2, 1, and begin. So you're welcome to march in place, or we're joining us for the squats. Chest up. Knees push out, heels push down. And while we're focused on those heels pushing down, also keep your toes engaged. So don't just lift those toes up, push them down into the floor. That's gonna keep a nice strong arch of your foot. Awesome job. There's 30 seconds done. Good job, Jean. Chest tall, looking straight ahead. Awesome squats, Kathy. And rotate. Either plank rows or Renegade rows. If you're on the floor on your feet, I recommend a wider base stance. So feet outside the hips. And watch that support arm that you don't hyperextend through the elbow. Good, breathe and move. Good bracing. Awesome. Nice, Sharon. We're 35 seconds in. 2, 1, all done there. Nice work. 30 seconds rest, that's our halfway point. We have 2 more rotations of that. Awesome job, guys. Guys and gals. All right, 15 seconds. Say encouraging things to yourself. Let go of any criticism. 2, 1, and begin. Sitting back, standing tall. I was talking to a lady this weekend who comes to the evening sessions of this, and she was telling me how the exercises, as far as these parts, don't really intimidate her, but she gets really hard on herself when we're doing our twisting stretches, because she had it that she was bad at them. And then I watched her do them, and she actually was better than she thought. 30 seconds done. Just an example of how what we perceive for ourselves is not oftentimes reality for others. Breathing and moving. 2, 1, and rotate. Either plank row or Renegade row. You can begin as soon as you're ready and in position. Continue to hold strong. Good bracing. Nice high elbow. Thinking about pulling that shoulder blade back as you pull that weight or your hand in towards your torso. There's 30 seconds. Good job. 5 more if you're going the full 45. And rest. Awesome. There's set 3. We have 1 more to go. Or the time to take a seat and encourage everyone for that last round. All right, 15 seconds if you're joining us. If you've been doing the squats and you feel like your legs need a break, don't hesitate to switch over to the march. Set the feet, 2, 1, and begin. Smooth range of motion. Taking your time for that bottom position. We're focused to keep our functionality strong, our joints and body nimble. Nice work, good. There you go. We're over 30 seconds. Come up on the last little bit here. Getting ready to rotate and head to your plank. Renegade or plank rows. Holding strong. Elbow high. 20 seconds done. Keep your hips and shoulders as square as you can as you pull that arm up and in. There's 30. 40. And 45. All done. Woo. High fives, high tens. Excellent, good. Grab a drink, walk it out, and then we'll stretch. All right, let's start with a little bit of upper body. You can do this seated or standing. Those that you know are tricep side bend. Reach up, ribs down, shin in, bend the elbow, and then we're gonna do 5 times to the side. Bending to the side, back to neutral. Breathe in and out. Good job. As you come back up to vertical, pull that chin in, staying as tall as you can. Let's go ahead and shake out the arms in between. Arm swings, alternating which arm's on top. Excellent. Good, and then we'll go other arm. Reaching it up, ribs down, bend that elbow, grab. You can either just hold it here, or if you feel good for that side bend, stretching out the side body. Excellent. Couple more. And last one. Beautiful. Behind the back stretch next. Either interlacing the fingers or hanging on to a band or a towel, and pull the arms back and up with the option of that forward fold. If you go into the forward fold, feet wide, slight bend in the knees, strong in the core, bringing it up to overhead. Go ahead and come out of that when you're ready. Fantastic. Either standing, or if you want to come down to the floor, we'll go, we're going to revisit that quad stretch. So we're going to grab the foot. I'm going to go ahead and take it down to the ground. Change up the demo a little bit. So we'll grab the foot, pull the heel towards the glute, and we're going to hold for 30 this time. If you're standing and need a break before 30, or if anyone needs a break in general, give it to yourself. There's 10. So this is a good one to do, especially the next couple of days if you find that your quads are talking to you. That's 20, another 10 seconds. Movement is good because you're going to get more blood flow in that area. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and rotate sides. Sometimes when we get sore, we don't always want to move, but it is a really good thing to do because it keeps the blood flow going, helps that area to heal. But ideally, we don't want you to get especially sore from these sessions, so don't hesitate to reach out to me if you are getting overly sore. And then a reminder, those of you that are here for the live classes, we're gonna be switching to Mondays and Thursdays starting in October. 5 more seconds, so I'll give you a little bit more time between sessions for recovery. 2, 1, and relax there. Good. If you're on the floor, let's lie on your back. Otherwise, just going to look over each shoulder from a chair. If you're on your back, we're going to pull the legs up, core strong, and it's going to bring the legs across the body, looking over the opposite shoulder. Those of you that are seated, you could also do that one with the shoulder rolls, crossing the legs that we did earlier in the hour. Side to side. Good job. Once more each side. Up and back. Very good. And then we're going to go figure 4. So again, seated, we did it earlier, bringing the foot towards the opposite leg. On the floor, we'll sit back, or lie back, excuse me, and pull that leg in towards the chest. Opening the outer hip, we're going to hold this one for 20. Breathing. Another 10 seconds. Just gently feel that hip opening. If it feels too intense, please back out of it. Good. Rest and rotate. Same thing other side. Work your way in. And begin when you're ready. Another 10 seconds here. And relax. Nice. Go ahead and make your way up. If you're on the floor, let's stop for one more before you get up. You're gonna place the hands beneath the hips, or excuse me, hands beneath the shoulders. I've got my knees walked in together, and I'm gonna gently rock the hips side to side. Call it hip rock. Good. From here, keep doing that. We're gonna do this one next, but I'm gonna show it seated. Okay, the quadruped rotations or seated rotations. Those of you that are standing or seated, you can mimic that hip rock. It's kind of like rocking your hips side to side, like while you're balancing on like a couch or a chair. You just kind of feel it in the low back a little bit, in the outer hips. And then our last kind of a stretch, almost more of a mobility piece, is we're going to give some rotation to our mid back. So we're going to go hand behind the head, either on all fours like I just demoed, or to the opposite thigh. Sit tall and rotate. Anywhere between 5 and 10 on each side. I'll take you through 5. Take your time in that open position. Really peer over the shoulder. Let all the air out of your lungs. It reminds me of like, as if I'm trying to like wring out my rib cage and torso like a towel. Good movement there. All right, if you haven't switched sides, let's go ahead and do the same thing on the opposite side. Down and close, up and open. Couple more. Last one. Wonderful. All right, everybody. That concludes our session for today. You can go ahead and stop the recording. Have a few minutes. Thanks for being here. Thanks for taking care of your bodies. Hope to see you next time.